Hey everyone, I am Bruce McLaughlin with Movement Mortgage, and I'm here with
Josh Barnard with Home Team Northwest.
And today we're coming to you from Electric Coffee Company in Sumner.
And on Main Street.
Yeah, it's a great new place. It just opened. So this came up the other day, and we're going to create a little series as to what are common things that buyers, sellers, people looking to get into some real estate somehow are looking to do. What questions come up for them that to us are kind of simple things we hear day to day, but to a buyer or to someone selling their house, they might think about it, or they think about it, but they're kind of scared to ask it. So we want to be able to throw that out there and say, hey, here's some questions, here's things that come up. Don't be afraid to ask these things over in detail, or maybe these things pertain to a property you have or you're trying to sell, and you're not even aware of it. So maybe this can make you think of something you need to know.
So we actually had this come up this year with an easement. An easement is just basically the right for somebody to pass through a piece of property to another piece of property. So we had a lady that was selling a large piece of property, 28 acres, and she owned 40 acres on the backside, but did not have a way to get through the first 28 acres to the 40 acres. So right here is the 28 acres, here is the 40 acres, and here is the main road. So the issue was, how do you get from the main road through this property back to this property? So we had to talk to some attorneys to make sure that there was a legal road that they could travel through, just to make sure, I mean, if you get in an accident or, just something random happens, you're covered, they're covered, and there isn't a problem, a legal problem that arises because you were on somebody else's property without permission.
So what if you were to buy a property and there's a road there to another property behind it, and you buy the house in front, so there's a road next to yours, and you find out that the person driving down that road doesn't belong there because it's your road, it's not a public road. What do you do?
So the easiest way to answer that is first talk to either a real estate agent, because they're going to have connections, or talk to a real estate attorney. They're going to be able to go through and actually, with the county, create that easement with both parties' thoughts, processes, and signatures to make sure that both people are on the same accord with it.
So let's say I was a person, I wanted to buy the back property, right, and I wanted to buy the other one, and there's a road there. How do I know if it's not a public road, if it says private road, there's not a road address for like a street for it, like it's not a 23rd Court East or something like that?
Right.
How would I know if there is an easement there in the first place?
The easiest way to find that is the legal description of the property.
Where is that from?
So we can find that from the title company.
Okay.
And so you have the right as just a public person to reach out to a title company. You can talk to them and ask things. Many times they're going to need permission of the actual owner of the property, but there are ways to get that information.
Okay.
We just need to be able to talk to the owner of the property that we're trying to access and have their permission.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would, if you're buying the back property, then it should be recorded as a legal document that you have that easement access to it.
Correct. And if it's not, that's when we need to talk to title, and we also need to talk to an attorney to make sure there is legalities. And even if there is something written with the two parties, the person on the back 40 and the front 28,
okay,
we still need to make sure that that's recorded within the legal description of the property, so that future tense, if the front it was sold and it's a different party, we need to make sure you always have access to that back property.
Very good. So the key thing is ask your realtor everything. Don't assume something is in place. Don't hope that it's taken care of. Make sure you work with someone that understands what to look for and how to watch out for your best interests as any property or home that you're buying.
Right. Always take a look at the title reports and the legal description of the property to make sure that there is accurate, recorded documentation of anything with that property. I'm Josh. This is Bruce. We'll be back soon. If you got any questions, let us know.
Reach out to us on the information down below. Thanks.